Welcome to MuggleCast, your weekly ride into the Wizarding World fandom. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric.
I'm Micah.
And I'm Laura.
We've got a special episode of MuggleCast for everybody this week. This is a movie commentary track. We're doing a commentary for the first Harry Potter movie in honor of the 20th anniversary. So for today's episode, you need to bring your own copy of Sorcerer's or Philosopher's Stone. We will be watching it all together in real time. We're going to help you sync up in just a moment. Actually, let's just get right into it because this is a long movie. We got to get started.
So it's slavishly faithful. They did everything.
Right, as we will discuss. Get ready for some banging and clanging, too.
Hey, the banging and clanging starts right out on the onset. I'm really looking forward to this.
Oh, I can't wait. We're going to be yelling, "Shut up, John Williams." So press play on your own copy of Sorcerer's Stone, and you're going to see the WB logo come up. And you're also going to see a shout out to AOL, which was a major throwback when I noticed it this morning.
Yep.
And as soon as the WB logo fades to black, press pause. And that's roughly around the 14 to 15 second mark. And on 3, we're all going to press play again.
Okay.
On 3, okay? On
Ready.
3, not after 3, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey.
We did it.
Do you think Privet Drive is a misspelling of private drive?
We already found a error in this movie. Add it to IMDb.
Somebody fire the set decorator.
Who
My
wrote the
favorite-
music?
It's already annoying, Micah.
I'm actually really excited about this commentary because I love this movie.
I will say, does his beard go down to his belt? Because it's pretty long. I was impressed by how long that is. It's at his belt. It's not tucked into his belt.
Length.
Yeah, but it is belt
It's
length.
his real beard, right?
Oh,
Yep, he grew it just for this movie.
anybody watching for Ring Theory? This put outer appears in the 1st and the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do you think JKR was like, it's going to be really important to have this in the first movie? Can't
Make sure that's it. Wait, what? That was a cat. That's a cat.
I know that's one of the most iconic openings. The whole addressing a cat by a.
Yeah.
But people call their cat weirder stuff.
Yeah.
Like a human name.
How are their hats staying on? They're so lopsided. It's perfect.
Bobby pins.
Yeah, bobby
Magic.
pins, right? Yeah. Oh,
Eric, come on.
You're talking about a person who was just a cat.
That's a great caption image, by the way, of them looking at the white light in the distance.
Mhm.
I'm only going to see caption images that I took from this phone.
Do you think Hagrid smoked? Like he does like the little cough in between a lot of his words.
He looks like a smoker for sure.
Inspirated.
Smoking some gillyweed and some pickets.
The
What are those
raspy
called
voice.
again?
Aw.
So we all agree that
Bow
the
truffles?
missing day was just
Bow
Hagrid
truffles.
took Harry to an amusement park or some
Yeah.
bed and breakfast or a pub.
I have to say that I really like that they started this movie at this scene. I know some people had a problem with them not portraying, Vernon Dursley's day and seeing all the weirdly dressed people out.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is just the right tone to kick this movie off with.
It's a
Yeah.
little foreboding.
Mystery. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. And it's a powerful trio. You have Richard
Oh, yeah.
Harris, Maggie Smith, Robbie Coltrane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one reason this franchise has always been celebrated is the fact that they got so many iconic British actors.
Yeah, we can put all this in a letter. It's cool. Per my
Knock,
last
knock.
letter. Yeah.
Lance brings up a good point in the Discord. He says, out of all the people, they sent the one with no magic for the most important job.
Hagrid has some magic and the biggest heart.
It's kind of like a hiding in plain sight thing, maybe. Well, I guess other
Hagrid
wizards.
stands out.
Yeah,
in the
how can
crowd.
Hagrid hide in plain
Well, I
sight?
just mean like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Everything about the construction of this little room under the stairs is amazing. I never would have really, I think, pictured in my head how it worked until seeing this movie. And I love the dust falling. I love it so much.
This portion sponsored by Swiffer. Dust your own cupboard under the stairs with Swiffer dusters. I think he has a duster in there. Dust.
How much fun do you think Harry Melling had doing that?
Jumping on stairs, yeah.
I think every kid in this film had a blast.
You know, there was this new interview with Chris Columbus I read just before we started this, and he said something I never really thought about before. Apparently, there are a ton of cuts in this movie, more than normal, because they couldn't get the kids to concentrate for more than a few seconds at a time.
Oh, right.
So you don't see any long tracking scenes, as they're called. That's when it's just one scene without any cuts. So I'm going to be watching for that today.
Are we watching with deleted scenes or no?
No. Why are you asking that now? Do you have deleted scenes?
I don't think so. I'm not watching on ABC Family, so it's fine.
Okay. Micah's like,
Don't
I
scare
think we're
us.
watching the same movie.
Petunia and the eggs.
Eric's like, or Micah's like, wait, I think I'm watching Chamber of Secrets.
Richard Griffiths is so good.
R.I.P. At the Harry Potter studio tour in London, they have the exterior and I think some of the interiors of Privet Drive, which is kind of cool, even though this family is a bunch of enemies.
Yeah. This is translated. What it should really sound like is spoiler.
So creepy. Do y'all ever try to talk to animals at zoos just in case you're to see if you're a
Never a
wizard?
snake, but definitely kangaroos.
But then
wallabies.
sometimes they fling their, you know what, back.
Oh. You're chatting with the wrong animals, Micah.
Really.
I love this shot. It's so good.
Yep.
That was such a like smooth fall into the water. The way that was like, you know, he goes over the railing and just like the tub fits him perfectly.
The tub.
Oh. So we all agree that was Nagini, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to be a theory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good reaction shot on Harry Melling.
I mean, why is he scared? The snake left.
That's true.
Maybe he can't swim.
For some reason, I got kicked out of Zoom. I don't know what happened, but I am doing a backup, so
Okay, good.
everything's okay, I think.
Should we pause?
How is
It's
he
only
supposed
No,
to
no.
breathe?
Okay. It
I
is
always
only.
wondered that
What's that?
when Vernon closes that vent,
Mhm.
like, how is he supposed to breathe? There's no airflow.
Through the stairs.
I've never seen it. You're right. It's a vent. I always thought it was, what's the lock too, right? Is it like a latch for the, I don't know. Silly hat. I envy that handwriting.
Me too.
I guess there isn't really a latch on the. You're right, Laura. That's just the vent.
Yeah.
That's just how he breathes.
They're like, oxygen? You don't need that. You're magic.
Mm.
See, I didn't think about this as a child, but now as an adult, I'm really amused by watching the Dursleys participate in destroying their own home to keep Harry from getting these letters.
Oh, nice.
The lengths he goes to.
And in the book, the whole putting a sleeping bag out in front of the front door to catch the mailman. That's not good for your back.
Classic line.
Fine day, Sunday. I love when the letter is about to hit him in the face and it disrupts his speech. It's so good.
So are those all real birds? Probably not. I mean, I'm sure some of them are, but some of them must have been CGI.
Yeah.
The shaky camera.
It's kind of funny Dudley doesn't like it. Because I feel like a lot of kids would find this super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great shot. Him running, the one from above.
I like how he's chasing him to get that one as though he couldn't grab another one.
Yeah. See, that line sounds like they shot it at the end of the movie after Dan Radcliffe started hitting puberty. Yeah. They're my letters. Stop. Instead of, they're my letters. Stop.
It's a good point.
End of the movie, they were like, we're going to film all of the voiceover shots now.
Right.
That's a nice bed for a shack in the middle of the ocean.
It's the nicest thing.
It's the Dursleys for you.
Yeah. Okay, real talk. How sad is that you make your own birthday cake? Although,
out of sand.
Of sand. Yeah, if anybody has the cooking skills to make their own birthday cake, you should. I am not talented. Are we doing impressions? About to do. Sorry about that.
Well, yours is really good, so.
Oh, thanks.
So something I will say, if this movie was made now, they probably wouldn't have had quite so much bombastic orchestral soundtrack going on during that scene.
Banging and clanging, you mean?
Do you mean the clanging and
Right.
You don't think so? I mean,
no, I feel like they would have let the banging on the doors speak for itself.
Oh. Yeah, I hear you.
This is like very early 2000s vibes, which is normal.
Yeah, the music is just constantly taking you away to the world, right? It's not like letting you live in this.
It's funny, I never thought about any quote unquote issues with the score until I read that
somebody
review.
mentioned it. Now, I will say, I don't see it as an issue. I just see it as the time this movie was made, you know?
Yeah.
It's an option.
Got to give a shout out to Harry Potter fans. A lot of people love to recreate that cake.
Oh, yeah.
True.
It's honestly the misspelled words that do it for me.
Yeah, it makes it original for sure. And this your Wizard Harry line coming up in this new interview with Chris Columbus. He thinks that Robbie Coltrane did that on the first take, and he didn't really even have to instruct him to do it in a certain way. That one.
Wow.
Iconic.
That's the kind of line, if you had this role, you'd practice in front of the mirror before the first day of shooting. Like, really, though, like, it's that good.
Yeah. What I like about it is just so conversational. It's not a cheesy line.
Yeah.
In a lot of other movies where you're talking about magic, it kind of comes across as a little cheesy. Hagrid delivers it perfectly.
I saw a lot of these at my house.
There's about 57 of these on the ground outside.
You know, Mina Lima, the graphic designers behind the Harry Potter movies, they do custom Hogwarts welcome letters. They're very expensive, but you can get your own letter from them that has your name in it, and then like the standard letter that you see in the movie.
And Andrew, we actually saw the machine that they used to spit him out of the fireplace when we were down in Orlando.
Yeah, we did.
That's
that was
cool.
really cool.
And we got that whole experience where they shot letters all over the room. And we could take one. I think I have one still.
What? I didn't take one.
Yeah, you can.
I think you stole it, Micah.
Shh.
We had to say something.
Yeah, I like that little line from Petunia there.
I love how he did that little head bob there. Like, oh yeah, you gonna stop him? You don't have to pay. Hogwarts is magic. Nobody knows how students are able to go there, but they
we don't have money. We're a post-capitalist utopia.
It's like the best birthday present Harry could have gotten.
I like how Vernon is like shooing them off. Like, where are they going to go deal with that tail? They're on
Upstairs.
some rocks on an island.
Yeah. Hey, Hagrid, you ever heard of a handle?
Well, he broke it. I mean, there's only one way to open it.
He put it back. Yeah. But he's not going to put it back here. It's just going to slowly flood.
Between the fire and Dudley, he used up his magic for the hour, so he couldn't reattach the door.
This is one of those streets in London that you can go to just kind of chill. It's like Covent Garden or something.
They shot this whole scene in Orlando.
10 years before it opened to the public.
Yeah. So yeah. The Orlando Leaky Cauldron's pretty good. They do have that giant cauldron you may have just seen in the background. They don't have this bar. I mean, I guess they sort of do where you order.
The authentic Tom bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Tom classic. OG Tom.
Not Hunchback Tom.
Yeah, definitely not Igor Tom. He'll be your greatest enemy.
You liar!
Harry's like, sorry, what?
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They just breezed through the Leaky Cauldron, but like knowing that there was originally like Daedalus Diggle too. Like,
yeah.
How slow was the pace in there, like originally?
Now, we've mentioned this before. Back on the DVD of this movie, to get to the deleted scenes, I guess it was, you had to press the OK button on your remote. You had to click a few different bricks, and you had to click them in a certain order.
Yep.
To access the deleted scenes. It was kind of difficult.
A bit annoying. And then that wasn't the worst of it. There were like trivia and Sorting Hat stuff, and it was cool. They tried. But when you won, it would play the cutscene of the bricks opening, and that made it all worth it.
I think something similar on J.K. Rowling's site, too. I forget what it revealed. Maybe it was a book title or book chapter titles.
Yeah.
The door sign would be gone. Yeah.
I miss stuff like that.
That was
I know.
fun.
I was just going to say, DVDs used to be very fun. And now, of course, they still make DVDs and Blu-rays, but they don't do fun stuff like that anymore.
Guys, I can barely hear you over this clanging and banging score.
Is this bad right now? I don't think it's very bad.
No. I mean,
it's not.
It's just noticeable. It's active.
It is noticeable.
This is also his first entrance into the Wizarding World, you know?
Yeah.
So
take a back seat,
so it's got to
John.
be fantastical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are rich.
Yeah. You're actually a 1%er. There's nothing you can't buy. We could actually take a goblin with us if you want.
Better look out when the Eat the Rich movement starts.
Oh, yeah.
You're at the top of the list, Harry.
Harry, you got about 18 years. Live it up.
Spend all that money before you get taxed.
He just called them beasts. They should be beings, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Oh, his teeth freak me out.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Like how Hagrid looks at him like, yeah, you have your key, right? Oh, no, wait.
This is appearance number 1 for Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Top secret.
I hope he got paid double.
Well, I love that it's all secret now. And then when they get Grip Hook, it's just like Vault 734. For those of you in the back, write it down. Vern Troyer. R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
I love this. Is one of my favorite special effects shots from the first film is when they show the back of the door. Oh, it's the next door. Well, still.
Is that the same door they use for the Chamber of Secrets?
No, but that one's another all-time classic.
Yeah.
Check your privilege, Harry. I swear. Look at all that gold.
How did James and Lily get so rich?
Hair potion.
I think James's parents were rich.
Yeah, they invented Sleek Easy's hair potion.
Oh, right. Somebody in the Discord just mentioned the hair care money. That's what a random fact.
Well, isn't it a joke too, because Harry's hair is so untamed always, and that comes from his father. So it's like these people suffered from a need, and then they filled it with ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yes, tell an 11-year-old to keep a secret.
Yeah, that'll work
just
out well.
Entering the Wizarding World.
That line always rubs me as if they're like alternatives to Ollivanders, which, I mean, not in this country.
There aren't?
I think in the books it's like alluded to, like, but they fade and their power doesn't work as well over time. And
see, I feel like there should be others, because a lot of people need wands, you know?
Yeah, but he's got enough for everyone, clearly. Love that entrance.
Harry's like, okay, why does everyone know who I am?
Love the finger movements there. Yes.
Yes, finger movements.
It shows intent, right? You know,
yeah,
like,
this whole scene's very, very good. His movements throughout, really.
Laura, do you remember having an impression when you first saw this movie, having read the book, why Harry sort of gets it on the third try here versus in the books they actually try like every wand in the store?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they just didn't want to draw this scene out. I don't know that it would translate super well to film to show him trying a bajillion wands, you know?
Yeah. But I've always wondered if it like got in the way, like told a different story, right? If he is that quick versus was there significance behind it taking forever in the book?
Yeah, I mean, I think they kind of accelerate it here by showing those very extreme things happen when he tried the first two, whereas in the book, not every single occurrence was that wacky.
That's a good point.
So I think they amplified it in order to shorten the experience.
And I don't know if there's a term for this, but
saying they took liberty?
I know, how dare they?
This music just won't shut up.
Isn't it just sort of like a rule of threes? I don't know if there's a term for that, but
yeah. Oh, it absolutely is a thing. Yeah. It's called the rule of three.
Oh.
Even his wand can't fix his hair.
And I think, it's kind of I know I keep bringing up the theme parks, but I think it's kind of a testament to the scene that they basically recreate the scene in the Ollivanders wand shop there. With like, they pick somebody to come up and pick a wand, and then things blow and the lights come on, and
a really unique experience.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. I was wondering why I had that.
Is this why everyone knows me?
Thanks for putting the pressure on me. This is like when you like leave a job and you announce it and people are like, "Oh, I can't wait to see what's next for you." And you're just thinking,
they don't really mean that.
Well, and do I have to do something next? Can I just like chill?
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Stop putting the pressure on me.
Yeah, don't expect anything of me.
Yeah, what if my next is nothing? Can I just do nothing? I seriously wonder if they would use real owls today, if they shot this today.
Yeah.
Probably for like close-ups.
Yeah.
Or like for when Harry's interacting with Hedwig. But I could see them going the CG route for everything else.
And it's so good now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love it.
I can't spell.
Oh,
Clearly frustrated with himself.
I mean, it's kind of a weird French name.
Dark times, Harry. Dark times.
But he just says it.
Yeah.
Well, after, he built some confidence the first time.
I love that one of Voldemort's spells was a Lumos in the keyhole. Very important part of getting in. Shout out to Geraldine Somerville. Awesome Lily Potter.
This is that shot. That little angle right there is like exactly what you see in Crimes of Grindelwald. When Grindelwald needlessly kills that baby.
Oh, right.
The filmmakers were probably like, oh man, this is genius. We're so clever recreating that shot. Meanwhile, all the viewers were just like, wait, what?
Why?
Why did he kill that baby?
Also, you're a Horcrux, Harry.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Also, there's another chosen one named Neville.
Yeah.
Andrew, are you okay?
Why?
Well,
because Hagrid's about to leave.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but you're about to be introduced to your least favorite family.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go use the bathroom during this scene. No, look, I like the Weasleys. I don't love them.
There's too many of them, right?
Yeah.
It was like day one of filming. His voice is so high. There's no such thing, is there?
Great, I've been abandoned again.
Yeah. just like my life.
This time
I like how Hagrid does not think that this could be very triggering to a child of trauma.
Right, blimey, is that the time? Well, I've got other priorities.
This
she looks too close to a Lily.
She does. I was just
that was a bad
that.
choice.
Yeah. I love that they got that guy back for next year. Like it's those little things like that, continuity wise, that help. Also, Molly, way to advertise to a trained platform of muggles where you're going.
God.
Like that breaks the statute of secrecy. There ought to be some aurors come in and like just tackle her. Be like, excuse me. Also, how crazy that they cast Bonnie Wright in this movie.
Yeah, that was very forward-looking, wasn't it? I was just abandoned. Can you help me?
I didn't ask about your son, lady. Stop trying to hoist your kids on me. Oh.
Good luck, cutie.
Oh. Be seeing you next year.
Hope to see you next year.
You're going to save my life.
That was a cool shot.
Okay, get out of the way now. Somebody's going to run into you.
There should be a sign there that says, keep moving.
Yeah.
And 5972 becomes canon. appears on merchandise across the world. This is a real train.
Yes.
And like an active in-service train.
Right. Yeah, you can take, I mean, it doesn't say the Hogwarts Express on it as far as I know, but yeah, you can take, and there's some shots maybe in the next movie along a real train route that I know Harry Potter fans love to do. I'm forgetting the name of it, but
like the viaduct, like the Glen.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Some bridge.
You know what, guys? We should do that. We should go to the viaduct. Like, we should take that train journey together.
That would be fun. I love trains.
So fun. Me too.
Maybe we can get a private cabin and record an episode of MuggleCast. Now, beware of this lady.
Yeah.
You just never know with her.
She's so kind looking.
It's deceptive.
Such a 1%er. Harry's like, I'm going to take the lot. And then she's like, none of the other kids are going to have any snacks.
Exactly. Right. All the kids come by Harry's compartment and they're like, hey, man, no
this is the rich kid.
Spinach, liver, and tripe. I believe it.
Bogey. I saw recently that Wizarding World Inc. is now allowing you to get your own chocolate frog card with your own face on it.
Oh, we should do that for us. Thinking of next year's physical gift.
Yeah, we'll just do it ourselves.
Didn't we have somebody on though that did those?
Yes. Yeah, the Etsy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I got one.
I did
too. Yeah.
I have it up. I got one of Pat too. We have them next to each other. But I'm talking about like a real chocolate frog box, and it has the chocolate frog in it. Hopefully
holograph,
not expiring anytime soon. The other chosen one.
I like how she says his name with such derision. Neville.
A boy named Neville. He's kind of pathetic. There's no way that was ever a real spell. But the real kicker is, does that spell not work because Scabbers is not a rat? Right?
No, probably just because Ron sucks.
And it's not Latin.
Here's another fact I didn't know. Maybe you three did. I saw this in this new Chris Columbus interview again. Apparently, they gave Emma fake teeth to make her teeth look like the buck teeth that are described in the book. But they only use them for one or two scenes. And one of the scenes is at the very end of the movie, but they ultimately scrapped them because she couldn't talk in them.
Yeah.
Did we know this?
I think we did. You can actually find on YouTube video of her like teeth test. So they were having her like try to talk with these teeth in.
Oh, wow.
And she was sitting there being like, this is my teeth test. And you could just see her struggling with them.
Oh,
let's do a commentary track for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That first kid in the front is way too old to be 17.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's tall.
Okay. Look, yeah.
Now that I'm seeing him again. Whoa, you're big.
I love that. That's such a Ron reaction. Just like bursting out of him.
Honestly, and just like maybe a great kid reaction too. If you see a half giant for the first time right in front of you. Whoa. Another
you know how much the production crew worried
shot,
about this shot? Yeah, this is the most important shot in the entire film, I would argue.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because it's a painting and you got to make it look real.
They were like, kids, you need to pretend you're looking up at a castle.
Yeah. and
really
Chris
cool.
Columbus's daughter is actually looking somewhere else entirely.
She in this?
Yeah, she's the redhead.
Oh.
Susan Bones?
Is she British?
No.
Ooh.
But she doesn't have a speaking role, so.
Right.
Oh, is that how it goes?
She just gets a sorting hat close up.
It's
Well,
crazy
Troy
the
wasn't
location.
British either, right?
Yeah, like this is Christchurch College in Oxford, these stairs, but it's like just these stairs. So they brought this whole cast, all the production, all here just to climb those stairs, and then it's a set in the next shot.
I think they filmed at some other places too, right? Like for hallways and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Anik Castle, I think.
Oh, so there must be a bad one, the way she said that.
And Severin. I really love her brooch. Brooch?
I'm also noticing, I never noticed that the Hogwarts emblems were on the kids' ties.
Yeah. Prior to them having a house assignment, those little generic ties they get.
Yeah.
It's really neat. I haven't seen that come around in merchandise.
No. I feel like this is the only movie you see it in. Good,
you
Micah.
mentioned how she said Slytherin, but she's in Slytherin colors.
Yeah. She's rocking that green.
Draco Malfoy is totally hold on a second.
Here comes my line.
Oh.
Was that the line? You must be a Weasley? Yeah, it was.
From last week. Yeah.
You did very well, Mike.
If any of you watch Succession, the very good HBO show, I get major Roman vibes from Draco in this scene.
Is he a snake oil car salesman?
Basically.
That's what Draco looks like.
It's the hair oil.
Slick back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's staring at us.
I love how orderly it all is. Like the other students are just.
You know what we really do need to do as a group? Go to the Harry Potter studio tour in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the Great Hall. I always laugh at that girl next to her.
Never see that kid again.
Yeah, that kid doesn't really care about anything that she said.
I also love how Hermione thinks that nobody else knows that. Like it's probably a really commonly known fact for children of wizarding families, but she's so excited to be there that she just wants to share her knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, they cut the nitwit blubber oddment tweak moment.
Boo.
Boo.
There are a lot of professors up there that we never see again in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always assumed one was like Sinistra and Vector.
Alder Frey.
I think how Harry's like, the hell?
Security nightmare. It is interesting. I wonder, like, it would have been really cool if they had more recognizable professors up at that table. Like, if they knew for sure they were going to do all 8 movies, would they have picked, or 7 movies, would they have picked different professors to put up there instead of these randoms? I love the polite clap.
I like how there's no order here.
Oh, it's the order of plot, Laura.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in the book, it is always painstakingly alphabetical.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chris Columbus's daughter. Ooh.
Snape knows something's up with his casting.
I mean, Quirrell is right next to him. Like, what?
Yeah, but the camera kind of leans.
Yeah.
Ron should be going last. I love when he pops to life. Ah!
And it has to be said, these special effects are really good. Like,
yeah,
amazing.
for the time.
Yeah.
I think they hold up. I think that's the whole trick with any early 2000s movie. Use it, but use it sparingly. Movies that were all CGI, like Van Helsing, don't hold up as well.
Mm-hmm. When you think about it, I mean, this movie was shot in what, 99, 2000 for a 2001 release? So the effects are even older. The technology.
I love the swooping camera.
Why does this ratty old smelly hat get to judge me and determine my future?
I'd rather wrestle a troll.
Hufflepuff!
Can you imagine if Harry Potter got put in Hufflepuff?
What a twist.
I think I'd leave, wouldn't you?
Or the scandal if he'd ended up in Slytherin, there would have been like a collective gasp in the hall.
Like Dark Wizard.
What's in that goblet Dumbledore's drinking out of?
From
wine.
The tears of all the haters.
I thought you were going to say the tears of the house elves that just worked so hard to prepare those meals.
Aww.
But yeah, this sold me on Hogwarts as a thing right here.
All the food.
If I could double fist chicken like legs,
Wasn't there also an interview where they talked about the food and how a lot of that is actually real food and the number of takes and how the food would get cold and
Appreciate the ghosts while you can.
Yeah.
Where's Peeves?
And see, honestly, I don't think the Bloody Baron would be that cheerful.
Yeah.
No.
This is a kid's movie, Laura.
Right.
It's not like I murdered a woman that I loved and then myself. It's great casting.
I love John Cleese in this role.
So
I really wish we could have gotten more of this.
Keep up, please. Keep up.
Oh, I do like that Ravenclaw is also going upstairs. That tracks.
We've been I'm a big fan of the store Home Goods.
Yeah.
Y'all ever go to Home Goods?
Yeah.
And they have a lot of reclaimed kind of window panels. And we have a big wall that goes up 2 floors in my home, and we've been buying as many as we can. And we're kind of recreating what you see here with all these frames. Yeah, it gives you some Hogwarts vibes. It's pretty
Do you
nice.
need an assist? I can go get some at home.
Sure.
Okay. That sounds awesome, Andrew.
I don't know what is going on today, but my Zoom has now crashed twice.
Wow.
I see two of you in here.
Yeah.
Wow, how are our belongings all here? Don't ask. Magic.
Get her some melatonin.
Hedwig. It's a good shot.
Harry's happy. He's home.
It's a little creepy.
What's creepy?
His smile there.
Micah, come on.
Who is teaching this class, honestly?
Hermione.
There should be a whole class where she just tells them what she learned and read about in Hogwarts history.
Surprise. Beep. Oh. So much foreshadowing to POA here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A clock, a map.
She's still rocking the Slytherin outfit.
She must really love green.
God, he's so perfect.
It's so creepy. Eric, we're at 12, 13, 14.
Perfect.
15.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking notes.
Yeah, this is so unfair.
Yeah.
Did we read that this scene was longer and they cut it down? I feel like I saw something about that recently.
Yeah, I think you're right. Your mom. Your other mom.
It's going to come in handy in about 5 years.
My mom.
Okay, another thing that's so unfair is this is like their first day, their second day at Hogwarts. Why is he supposed to know anything?
Oh, any competent teacher, like he knows that Harry doesn't know. He just wants to embarrass him.
Exactly.
This is targeted harassment.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's not right. Grapes.
Again, an English rhyming spell. There are so few of these.
Also, he's making rum.
Yeah. Somebody should pretty much stop this little alcoholic.
Can underage wizards create alcohol?
Oh, that's what it is. There's an age restriction.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, you know this owl, Andrew. Oh, it's the rafter owl.
What?
Oh, the cursed child rafter owl.
Oh, classic.
Also, those kids are just getting bombarded with packages that are being thrown to them from like the other side of the
Safety nightmare. Yeah. If any of these are heavy, that would hurt.
Yeah.
All these people are very good at catching too. You've read about something?
Hermione, you read? We had no idea. The little goblin told us.
Maybe it was Hagrid. Maybe he's the thief.
Oh, that'll come into play next. Remember book 2 when we suspect Hagrid? That's awesome.
I love this scene.
Madam Hooch has one job and one class to teach, and that's it. Otherwise, she's the coach.
He's a badass, though.
Yeah.
This is one of these like scenes that inspired a phrase that I say all the time for no reason. Just go up.
Do you say that to Brooklyn when you're walking? Brooklyn?
Yeah, sometimes, right?
Up?
Or like if I wish I could reach the remote on the floor. Yeah. Up.
I have to admit, when I first got the DVD, replaying the Ron getting smacked in the face with a broom a bunch, it's so funny.
It does seem very dangerous to ask children to fly in the air with no seatbelt.
Yeah, this is 5 years before they'd get their driver's license.
Yeah, and like you could
I like how
easily
Neville doesn't even kick off. He just levitates.
That's his potential that we're witnessing. He could have been the chosen one. He doesn't even need to push off his broom.
This would honestly be me, just like panicking, and so I would lose control of my broom.
Yeah, and make it worse.
Yeah.
Now, why doesn't she go after him?
Good question. She's ready to kill him.
I like how she dives. Everyone else runs. She dives.
Can imagine storyboarding this. Like, it's so good.
Andrew, is this the beginning of Hogwarts being a security nightmare?
Yeah, I would say so. Or maybe on the boats. I don't know. Everything's very dangerous all the time.
No, everyone's tie is different.
This is more of a safety nightmare thing. Oh, I get it, because she's the broom lady.
Look at how suave he is.
It's very suave.
Because he's from a wizarding family.
Would you say the acting is better on Tom's part than the trio so far?
Yeah.
Well, Tom had experience before this.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Also, the film is focusing on him in a way it just doesn't on Hermione and Ron.
Dan had done something prior to Harry Potter, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He was in David Copperfield.
That's right.
A play, BBC. I think, version of it.
I love how McGonagall has her desk facing the window. This is a great tip for everybody.
It's good natural light.
Exactly. I'm sitting next to a window right now. Nobody flying on a broom outside my window, though.
I just bought vitamin D pills.
Oh, well.
Yeah, just supplement,
Right.
This was a cheesy moment.
I love everything about this in the book, where he's like, McGonagall's asking for wood. Is she going to like get some wood and slap me with it?
He's like, is she gonna beat me?
Is she gonna beat me with a stick? What's he teaching with an iguana? That's his pet iguana, the ninth Horcrux.
So rough.
Wasn't there some disconnect between what position James played in the early book versus the movie? But then the Seeker ended up being the thing.
I don't know.
I think he was listed as a chaser somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually a Seeker.
What?
There's that iconic thing where he plays with the snitch, and catches it, but
that would make so much sense.
I know.
Did you see in that shot of the trophy case, though, there was actually a badge that said M. McGonagall?
Oh,
I saw that too. Lance is bringing up a very good point in the Discord. I meant to mention before. All of us young people had a crush on Sean Biggerstaff, I think.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, and he looks like a baby in this now, and I'm like, it's creepy because everybody was thirsting over him, and from this vantage point, he very much looks like a child.
Yeah. Whereas he used to look to me like the older boy,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, how old was he? I don't like 16, 17, I would guess.
Yeah, 15, 16 maybe.
He's currently 38, so.
Phil's just really been neglecting his job. Like, the reason this wing isn't open to the public this year is because there's just so much dusting to do.
So much.
Well, if it isn't a dog guarding the passage to the underworld. That synchronized yelling was really great.
Mrs. Norris would do too well with Fluffy. She would be maybe
Fluffy
like a
looks so good, y'all.
Yeah, really.
Snack.
And I mentioned this recently. I had this toy based on it was made around the time of the first movie. It was a Fluffy that you put on the floor and it had like a motion sensor. And if anybody walked by it, Fluffy would start barking. It was a great security alarm for a kid in his bedroom.
I love that.
Classic line.
Yep.
I mean, Hermione, you followed them.
Yeah. I want that case. Like, put like linens in the whole, like, if you look at like the fine detail on it, It's got the house crest.
I'm sure you'll be able to buy it from Pottery Barn one day.
Yeah. I do love that they sell quaffles at that was the first purchase at the Wizarding World that I did, was the quaffle.
So is this kind of like Saturday afternoon? They're just hanging out, learning about Quidditch.
What a good shot.
Well, maybe he's a beater.
You know, Harry's just versatile. He can just, he's just good at sports.
He's the Hermione of sports. He can do everything.
And Ron is the Hermione of dinner.
I love how the bludgers have a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good acting on Sean's part to wrestle with it,
I was always really impressed by that.
Yeah.
Because he is faking it, obviously.
It sells it. You're going to hate this bull, Harry.
You like it now. Wait until it contains your fate.
Yeah, right.
What are these words on this snitch? Don't worry about that.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
How do we feel about how they changed Flitwick's appearance in later movies?
Did we ever get an explanation for that?
No. Apart from him directing the school choir.
Was it just easier to get into that makeup than this, maybe?
Maybe.
Warwick seems like a very approachable person. We got to try to ask him sometime.
Maybe that was it. It's just, beneath all that old age makeup, there's a really approachable, fun actor playing a character. So it's you can get more out of him if he's not so damn old looking.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean, they really professored him up, but still,
more marketable, maybe too.
Yeah. He went to one of those age reducing camps, where they rejuvenate.
But that's so not true. I mean, they've been friends through most of the beginning part of this movie.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing for Ron to say.
It's also kind of funny because that line, of course, is very popular now. And I don't think it was because Ron repeated it. It was just because of how she said it. And yet, was that in the book too? Does he mock that particular line? Okay.
I don't know if he knocks that line, but she does that in the book, I believe.
I think there's more emphasis on the book in Swish and Flick or something.
Yeah.
I mean, every line in this movie is iconic.
Yeah. That should have been a more iconic, GIF image. Anytime somebody was getting trolled online, that should have just been somebody just post.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah. Dumbledore's mouth gets really wide there.
Angry Dumbledore, y'all. Come on,
yeah,
Richard
he does
Harris.
exist.
Richard Harris was getting angry too.
But it was very calm angry, though.
Calm angry.
He wasn't shaking any kids.
I see.
Missed opportunity, if you ask me.
It'd be funny if Dumbledore was like, silence! And then he's like, yes, let's panic! Ah!
Shouldn't they have known something? I mean, Snape seems to be the only one who knows something's up here, because clearly the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor should be able to handle a troll.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And are the Slytherin students being taken to the dungeon? Because isn't that where their common room is?
Yeah, we don't care about them.
Nice stained glass over there.
Ooh.
Good thing, too. Otherwise, the Slytherins would have been in trouble.
Pardon me, miss. This is J.K. Rowling's worst nightmare.
I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it.
I was just thinking that, and I didn't want to say anything.
I was literally composing a text to Laura.
I know. I was about to go into the Slack and be like, this is what J.K. Rowling imagines happening in bathrooms.
Oh, man.
Going back to what you said earlier, Laura, about Fluffy, I would say the same thing about the troll. I think the effects in this movie are so good.
So good. So good.
You know what struck me the most in theaters was, I mentioned this earlier, but just a month after this film, Fellowship of the Ring came out. And Fellowship of the Ring also has a troll scene. But I think that this troll is better. When they first get into Moria, there's that whole, there's those columns and they're in that, entryway.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking that Lord of the Rings is, super repetitive because Harry Potter had just done this.
Yeah.
But I had no concept that the Rings books were out 50 years prior.
If I were to knock something about the special effects, I would say scenes like this where Harry's hanging upside down, or where he was on the troll's shoulders, or Neville when he was hanging on the side of the castle before. You can tell that those are CGI characters.
Of course, yeah.
They almost look cartoony. It's not terrible, but
yeah, they're a little more Gumby-like.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
Well, we've destroyed this bathroom.
The first of many things will be destroyed.
Only 20 more to go. It's okay. We can just Evanesco. The bogeys on the end of this, amazing.
No, there are sinks over here.
I never understood this. Why wouldn't she just say I was in the bathroom and the troll showed up?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with using the bathroom.
Well, she wasn't at the feast.
Bathroom shame.
And she's trying to protect Harry and Ron because they saved her.
Well, my Gumby version helped.
I love how McGonagall low key added the points, the net points to Gryffindor House in this whole scene. She's like, shame on you, 5 points each.
Harry gave him the troll a COVID test. Good one. With that wand up the nose.
Oh, I love it. I love the idea that Snape came by to wish Harry luck with the deliberate intention to later sabotage him on the Quidditch pitch. Like, it's such a psychological, like, mind F.
Why would anyone go near that dog?
I would. I think I could get the dog to chill out and be real cuddly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Fluffy just wants some scratches and cuddles, you know?
But could you pay equal attention to each of its heads? Like, each of its... Of
course. Listen, I grew up with dogs, so we always usually had 3 dogs.
Wow.
So I think I could manage.
Well, with Fluffy, it would be like 3 times the joy and only 1 time the mess.
Exactly.
You'd be petting 3 dogs, but walking 1.
I know. Talk about efficiency.
But they have 3 stomachs. So
no, well, maybe.
You think they share one?
Yeah, I think they do.
I mean, Harry could have bought his own broom.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Some Quidditch. Critics will be raving about this.
It's all they'll talk about.
This is what I paid to see. This is what I came here for. Not with you by my side, Sean Bickerstaff.
Amazing. Just amazing.
But anyway, good luck. I feel bad for Harry being thrust into this.
I know. So much newness all at once.
Yeah. And again here, I mean, the Quidditch pitch looks so good. If you compare, I mean, like, you can definitely see some improvements in the later movies.
Oh, for
namely
sure.
Half-Blood Prince. But it still looks great. It doesn't look cartoony, I don't think. I guess one of the biggest differences across all the movies is just how Hogwarts got grander. They definitely made it bigger in the later movies when you see like the exterior shots. Wow, this is so great. I can't wait to see more Quidditch in later movies.
You won't.
You can see the Quidditch pitch burning in later movies.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing. I really do love, they have like a broom rig at the studio tour that you can get on and do like a quick video or something. It was really cool.
Yeah, Amanda's pointing out in our Discord, she wishes they kept Lee's wild commentary. That is definitely one great element of the books.
It really is.
Compared to the movies.
They had to make room for the clanging and banging score.
Yeah, you know what? It's probably
wow.
right.
You could really tell that keeper in Slytherin was CG.
That was Gumbead. Yeah. That's just mean. I mean, and there was no penalty there? Like, are you kidding me?
Security nightmare.
Yeah.
He has Hermione's
I like how
teeth.
McGonagall's just like, that sucks.
Nothing I can do about it.
Come on, Harry. Stop watching.
This makes no sense. Why
Get in the game.
is the game still going? Gryffindor has no keeper.
This is brutal.
Ooh.
And I'll reference that Chris Columbus interview again. I think he said that this is one of the most difficult scenes for him to shoot because they were just working with green screens. So they had to get the kids to imagine that they were flying, and that was hard to do.
They crushed it. This still holds up.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. I like how Harry's just chilling up here.
Right?
That is what a seeker does. Like they talk about it being weeks before like a snitch is caught. Like most of it's just sitting around. Oh no. Gumbify spell. I love that you can see Quirrell there briefly.
Yep.
Don't kill my girl's son. Don't kill my girl's son.
Should have been my son. Where's Dumbledore with the Arresto Momentum? Come on.
Arresto Momentum.
It would have been cool if Hermione just pushed Snape over the ledge.
See, this is Hermione's first badass moment. She sets a teacher on fire.
In a wooden structure.
Oh, yeah. Who burned down the Quidditch pitch? There's no such thing as property damage in the Wizarding world because you can just reparo.
I love how Hagrid's like your average fan. Go, go, go.
Yeah. Hagrid would be the most likely to like tailgate, pregame, host a party.
Oh,
like Hagrid's Super Bowl parties are iconic.
What were you laughing at?
I was just laughing at their perfectly timed glance at each other.
Whoa, Harry's surfing on his broom.
Whoa. Looks like he's going to be sick. Sorry to get out ahead of that line. Yes. I love the tiny little tendril of saliva that's there. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. No thanks to you, Madam Hooch. This is, I want a nice, clean game.
Nice refereeing.
Yeah, you're done for the rest of the movie, Hooch.
Really, the rest of the series, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she's in any of the, like, in the background of other movies. There's really no...
Isn't she in Chamber of Secrets briefly?
It's hard to remember.
Somebody said in the Discord she didn't return because she had another show going on. Apparently she wanted to get paid more. I don't know if that's true, though.
Well, she needs to do a better job officiating if she wants to get paid more.
She's good the actress,
but yeah.
I know. Oh. Somebody did Hagrid.
That's an underrated line, or that line where when it first came out, it was like the three-headed dog. Who told you about Fluffy? It was so funny. Now it doesn't make me react now the way that it did originally. I was like, Fluffy. So unexpected.
It doesn't look like she was in Chamber of Secrets, but she actually does get a credit for the Hogwarts mystery game.
Oh.
So apparently she did record a line or two.
Maybe they used her likeness?
Maybe.
I hope they don't close Hogwarts Mystery before I pick that up again.
Well, you better start playing.
Oh, man. The subtitles. So I'm on the DVD version now, and the subtitles put an H in Nicholas Flamel's name, and that's wrong.
That was one of my favorite lines. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Hogwarts in winter.
Laura was on BBC Radio 5 the other day, and that's going up on our Patreon on Sunday. But the host was trying to talk about Sorcerer's Stone being considered a Christmas movie.
Yeah, and he had gripes with that.
Yeah.
And had to be reminded that there's actually quite a bit of Christmas in this movie.
I don't know if he had seen the movie.
I didn't get the impression that he was terribly well versed on Harry Potter.
Yeah. And he admitted it.
Yeah, he was very pleasant. I enjoyed my time on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this is a holiday movie.
Yeah.
Really though? But you call something a holiday movie just because there's a couple of scenes set during Christmas?
No, but because the movie also came out around the holidays, right? I think that has
but a holiday movie is about the holidays.
There are a lot of factors, but what I've done is, as soon as the scene with winter came up and we started talking about this, I started a timer. So let's see what percentage of screen time is devoted to like the winter months.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's during this Christmas-y period that Harry rekindles his connection with his parents via the Erised, you know?
This is a poll we need to post on our social media.
Is Harry Potter a Christmas movie? Like
particularly this movie?
Yeah.
I would argue this movie can be, because the thing about a holiday movie doesn't necessarily have to be about the holidays. It's about what it feels like to watch it. And this is really a feel-good movie.
Those values. Yeah, friendship, family, warm sweaters.
Mm-hmm. I think just the magical nature of this film, you're being introduced to the wizarding world. So I think there's something about tying that to the holidays.
I also don't think
works for me.
Yeah, I don't think that this discourse would be happening at all if it weren't Chris Columbus. Home Alone, is a Christmas movie, and John Williams. Those two make this contender, I think.
100%. And would you say too that the first Chronicles of Narnia movie is a holiday movie?
Yeah, it's got Santa Claus in it.
Yeah, Father Christmas is in that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Father. Laura's right. Yeah. It's Christmas and the spell breaks and. Well, and Chronicles of Narnia is doubly a Christmas movie because it's all about Christ.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, 2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The religious overtones totally push that over the mark for me.
Yep.
Rupert is really good at doing the whole fascinated child thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa. You can just tell that he was such a fan already because he automatically embodies Ron from the jump. I feel like in the early movies, I felt like he was better than Dan and Emma, but I feel like by probably about movie 3, Dan and Emma had caught up and they were all about at the same level in terms of character portrayal and acting abilities.
Yeah, we really never get another lively Ron performance past Chamber of Secrets' terrified Ron. And Rupert as a person is kind of very chill in interviews too. Like, we know he can be this animated, so where did it go? Like, I miss it. I have to see more of his body of work to see if he like really brought back the excited animated version of himself. All right, what are some of these other books in here?
The Chronicles of Narnia.
You need teacher's permission to read about that.
All right, the poll is now live on our Instagram. Vote now.
Oh, God.
Switching over to my own profile to vote. Don't you dare.
This is a pretty big scene in the video game where Filch is, you have to like duck between rooms of the library to escape Filch.
Oh, this is in the video game, you said?
Yeah. I think
that's fun.
Yeah, the PC game.
I vaguely remember that. Shout out to the old school Harry Potter video games. Those were the days. Those were the games.
Well, I think you could also ask the question, when would you most likely to watch Sorcerer's Stone throughout the year? I think most people would say around the holidays.
Yeah.
And it does air a lot during the holidays. I will give it that.
It does. It does.
But that doesn't make it a holiday movie.
I would be inclined to say the holidays are when people watch most movies because they're off work more.
Yeah.
I mean, people say Die Hard is a holiday movie.
It is.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely.
I'm saying that unironically. It's about rekindling your relationship with your wife and also some terrorists.
Well, I think also how family friendly a movie is factors into this. You know, at the holidays, everyone's together. So you have to be able to watch something that is age appropriate for everyone, but also engaging enough for everyone. And I think this movie checks those boxes.
Yeah.
We could talk about this on a future episode of MuggleCast, but this is also an episode of MuggleCast. So.
Well, I want to say I already voted in the poll, and I'm happy to see how the results are trending.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, only 16 people have seen the story so far, but 73% say yes. That is pretty decisive. Ugh. Wow.
It's like watching an election. You're like, the results are looking good, but only 1% of precincts are in. So let's just pump the brakes until there's more reporting.
I'm just on the MuggleCast Instagram, and we follow my mom. I can't remember if I did that on the MuggleCast Instagram. Looking at my nephews. I don't know if she's voted yet.
She's going to vote yes. I know it.
I think
I have faith in Heidi.
Oh.
The scene would just be way worse if it was like 50 of his closest relatives.
Would it? I don't know.
That's like
I would have liked to have seen. This works great, obviously, so we can just stay focused on his parents.
Yeah,
but still.
Well, I do like in the book, it's like there was an old man with gray hair and Harry's exact knobbly knees. It's like, yeah okay.
Knobbly knees. Mom, I thought I saw you at the train station. But it wasn't you. It was just a poor casting choice. I do feel like when you see Harry older in The Cursed Child, he really does look like James in the mirror.
That's
Okay.
me this morning.
I think my favorite character in this movie is Ron. Just some of these lines are really great. I know this is a shock.
This is
but
breaking news. You hate the Weasleys.
I know. Well, just like, why? And whoa! I love these one word lines from Ron. I'm making out with Hermione. Do y'all think if you were in front of the mirror of Erised, you would stare at it for hours on end?
Probably,
depends on what I'd see.
Yeah, as a child, and especially not understanding what the mirror does and the implications it has.
Right.
I probably would.
Obviously, Harry enjoys just seeing his parents. But for me, it would just be like chilling on the beach. That's my deepest desire. And no. I'm going to get canceled for saying this, but I wish this was Michael Gambon in this scene.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I said it.
You're canceled.
No,
Why
you're
do you
not.
say
I
that?
agree.
Because I think he can really deliver heartfelt moments from Dumbledore.
And so can Richard Harris.
Yeah, but we get Michael Gambon for the 6 movies.
Would you support a digital replacing of when they do
I wouldn't
8K?
I wouldn't go that far. No,
Okay.
no. Why do you wish this was Gambon, Laura?
Like you, I feel like Gambon has that twinkle in the eye that we think of when we think of Dumbledore. And he delivers lines with a little bit of quirkiness in a way that Richard Harris doesn't. And it's not a knock against Richard Harris. I just think that this early on, the books weren't finished, so we didn't have Dumbledore's full characterization yet. Right. By the time Gambon came along, we knew more about Dumbledore, so there was more to pull from.
Yeah. A perfect example of Gambon at his best was the Limbo scene in Deathly Hallows Part 2 at the train station.
Yep.
That's exactly what you would have gotten in the Mirror of Erised scene.
Exactly.
I don't think that's fair, though, because we have the benefit of looking back.
Of course.
Having had Michael Gambon come in as Dumbledore. If Richard Harris had been Dumbledore throughout the entire series, it may feel a bit different.
Yeah, okay. By the way, the shot of Harry and Hedwig in the snow, there was a still from that shot, officially released by Warner Brothers. That was one of my favorite photos as a kid.
So good.
And worth noting, they had to shoot the scenes where they mentioned the stone twice, right?
Oh, yeah.
For the UK version and the US version.
Yep.
Are the movies the exact same runtime? I wonder.
Well, PAL is a different frame rate, so it's slightly messed up.
Well, just not that, though, because if they had to shoot the scene separately, I don't know.
It's kind of negligible.
Be longer, even by a second. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The Sorcerer's Stone for idiotic Americans don't know what a philosopher is.
I'm so grateful that they did that.
I'm not, because it doesn't have the same meaning. It's so annoying.
Love the apron
He's
and the
cooking.
mittens. He'd make a hell of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh
He
yeah.
would.
Thing.
Hermione in the giant chair is just perfect.
It's a great shot.
Yeah.
Well, the shot just before that of Fang and Rupert next to each other was great.
Mm.
So would we
Side
say
by
winter
side.
is over officially?
I mean, we don't have Alfonso to
I mean,
give us the transition.
Where's my transition with the bird?
they're all wearing sweaters.
Okay, because it's
Yeah.
been about 14 minutes so far, which in a 135-minute movie is really not that much.
Right.
It's a Cadbury cream egg.
His
Hope
name's
this-
Newt.
Hope there's not coconut in it. I love, again, the little tendrils that are like hanging from it.
Time to call up my bro, Charlie.
Norberta. This kid. Harry's like, well, we have to kill him now.
He's seen too much. Snitches get stitches.
Ooh.
Green again, by the way. McGonagall really loves green.
Why didn't you take 50 points from Slytherin?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too.
Because Snape wouldn't let her. He'd be like, that's overkill. David Bradley is so good.
He is.
God, I'll miss the screaming. Who among us has seen Broadchurch, by the way?
Oh,
I have.
Love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good in that. So they snuck out to see Hagrid. They get detention for being with Hagrid. And then they serve detention with Hagrid. It's a little messed up. It's not good. Charlie should have picked him up. Damn, I forgot how good he was.
His facial expressions are so great.
It's interesting how Hagrid's character shifts. He's been pretty much an adult up until this point, and then that
Mhm.
moment with talking about Norbert, he seems more like a child.
Pull yourself together, man.
I really feel like Filch is underutilized after the second movie.
Yeah.
I just don't see as much of him. And this is reminding me how great this casting was. Ugh.
He becomes almost comic relief.
Yeah.
But there's not a
that's
lot
too
in the
bad.
books for him either after that point. The quick spell thing in Chamber of Secrets is huge.
Yeah.
And that's a deleted scene, right? In
Yeah,
Chamber
I
of
think it
Secrets?
is.
Mhm.
Yeah, him with the letter. Yeah.
With the letter. Yeah.
Well, do you think it would have been possible for them to do more with him since there's no Peeves in the films? I mean, Peeves is kind of Filch's foil, right?
Right.
Well, he almost becomes McGonagall's right hand at times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like during the Yule Ball preparations, and he's Umbridge's right hand man.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amanda M in Discord who said, "Whenever I see young Draco, I just think of Lauren Lopez."
I know. I love that.
Just rolling around on the floor the way that we're about to see Voldemort do.
I really enjoy how Hagrid's like, this is extremely dangerous. Now we're going to split up.
Yeah.
Oh,
But, you know,
Hagrid.
they might be more qualified wizards than he is.
But at this age?
That's true.
Oh, he just said scared Potter. That's kind of interesting because in the next movie. Right, yeah.
Love the
This is
silhouette
such a great shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they cleared this trail for people to walk on. You know, they were in here with their heavy equipment. This lantern, wasn't this on MuggleNet for a while? Like the
Oh, I think that's right. Yeah.
it was like an old lantern, or it might have been the invisibility cloak restricted section one.
Great face.
Yeah.
Wow, Draco, I thought you were the tough one. Guess not. Oh, this is so creepy. I see Draco running in the background again.
I like this, especially with their final confrontation that takes place in the forest in book 7. It's a nice ring theory moment.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So which Sith Lord is it?
Whoa.
Friends works out.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Look at those abs.
How do you even get those as a horse? Can't really do curls.
Everything about centaurs, the longer you think about them, is the weirder that it is.
Fluffy.
I really wish we could have gotten the whole Mars is bright tonight exchange where Hagrid's like clearly frustrated. He's like, yeah, heard it the first time you said it.
I have a poll update. 68% of participants say Sorcerer's Stone is a Christmas movie.
Yep.
We should have tagged that radio host in this
I know.
post.
Tell Colin. I bet we can tag a BBC 5 radio.
Yeah, I should have. Darn it. Do you think this is Christchurch, Eric? I think Eric stepped away.
Where's the commitment?
It's either Oxford or actually the grounds in the first two movies are Anik College, I think. Spelled Alnwick.
Okay.
But it looks also like Christchurch College in Oxford.
I just love that Hagrid's playing Hedwig's theme.
Yeah. Is Hagrid John Williams cameo? Like, Hagrid, knock it off with the clanging and banging.
I actually like this Hagrid's hut a lot more than the one in future
I
films.
so agree.
Thank you. Yeah.
Why?
I like the layout better too, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of just, it seems like it's right off the Hogwarts entrance, which is how I always pictured Hagrid's hut to be. Whereas if you look at like in Prisoner of Azkaban, it's like down a massive hill.
Yeah, I mean, one of my gripes about the first two movies is this school is supposed to be in Scotland, right? And Scotland is not known for being flat. And it feels like the Hogwarts grounds are just like a flat open field.
That's
to me, to me, the more hilly Hogwarts grounds felt closer to what I imagined when I read the books.
I'm not a structural engineer, but before I built anything, house, castle, hut, I would have leveled the ground.
Did you see what was on the board? McGonagall's board?
No.
Rats.
No.
And also meddling man.
Oh. Ooh.
But if you see like the shots of Hogwarts from the Quidditch pitch in this movie, Hogwarts is on a hill. So I don't know, maybe just there isn't very good continuity because you can't really tell it's on a hill in that scene we just saw a minute ago. But I really like the proximity of Hagrid's hut to the front of Hogwarts.
In the Discord said, I really love the ghost in that scene in McGonagall's classroom who's just working at her desk.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I guess if you had to give the Harry Potter movies like one knock, and of course there are plenty, but I think one reasonable one is the fact that the layout of the area does change with the movies over time.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, come to think of it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just speaks to the fact that we see more of the environment over the course of the story, right?
Yeah, and they're
like it's also very limited in the books.
Well, Hogwarts itself changes, you know? Like,
exactly. I love this with him walking away with his billowing cloak.
That's a good one.
This is all just a model, right? The shot of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you mean like a physical model that they shot?
It is now.
Is they do a huge one at the studio tour.
Yeah, well, that's the one that because it had to be that big so they could get a camera in to swoop in different angles. These PJs.
Very Neville.
There's this Twitter account where somebody photoshops Paddington into movies, and he should just do it on Neville's pajamas right there. I gave them a free idea.
How could he step on her foot? She's in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he flat tired her.
I like how there's 3 heads of the trio, just like they're about to face 3 heads of the dog.
Remember that shot that had Harry with the flute in his hand? Like Dan Radcliffe with the flute.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, that was on Harry Potter database.
Was it the deleted scene section?
I think so.
Such the hero, Harry.
Good shot.
Oh, yeah, I see the shot. Harry's holding the flute. Did you say playing? I'm seeing just him holding it.
Yeah, I mean, I just know about holding.
Again, these one-word reactions. Whoa.
I don't know how they did this, but it's really realistic and pretty terrifying.
Yeah. It is really good. And, I would go ahead, Micah.
This is a movie change, right? Because doesn't Ron know
Yes.
in the books what Devil's Snare is?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the books, Hermione is the one who panics.
But we have no wood.
Yep.
I assume a lot of this was practical effects.
It seems like it.
Yeah. And that's something to be celebrated for sure. I know in the Star Wars fandom, one reason people love the early Star Wars movies is because there are so many practical effects and all the creatures they actually made. And then they kind of got away from that in the later movies, or at least with the second trilogy of movies. But then they got back to it again with the Force Awakens trilogy, and people were very excited about that because it just looks better.
Yeah, ages better.
Agree.
Yeah.
The Devil's Snare made me think, we don't meet Professor Sprout in this movie at all, do we?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a cameo.
No. Up.
He looks like he's on a mission.
I know. I'm obsessed with Ron in this movie. That's what I'm realizing today. I like the Weasleys again, y'all. I'm changing my position.
How was anybody supposed to find the correct key originally? Like without the broken wing?
Yeah, good question. Maybe there's another little bit of identifying info on the key.
It's probably that it has to match the lock, right?
Yeah.
Same material, design.
Nice
There's
catch. Remain.
a puzzle from the New York Puzzle Company of that scene
Oh yeah.
with all the keys. It's brutal.
Well, it's one of their 1,000-piece ones, right?
It may be. I'd have to check.
Those are just awful. I will not go above 500.
Andrew, one of your favorite scenes is coming up.
One of
Knight to
TikTok's favorite
E5.
scenes.
You guys, I can't watch the scene. It's too scary. I wish they would have put a special warning.
Yeah, my mom covered my eyes during this scene.
What is this? The Godfather? The horse's head right there?
It's a really cool set.
Yep.
Yeah, you can buy this. I mean, not this size. A normal size chess set with these pieces.
I have two versions of this chess set in real life. The first is like hollow plastic that I got at a yard sale for $10, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the board like is cardboarded, but it folds out from like a quarter into the full
I
thing.
have that exact one.
Oh, I love that. That's the better one because they made one of resin that was like at Barnes and Noble for like $60, which is like a lot of money. But like those pieces kind of chipped off for me and are in half shape. And then there's the Noble Collection ones, which are like thousands of dollars.
That's the one I'm looking at now. Actually, it's only $400.
Oh, okay. Went down in price.
Maybe they have a more expensive one. This one looks really nice.
I wonder what they're selling Lucius Malfoy's cane for.
Well, and Lego has a chess set now too that they released a few months ago, which I wanted to buy, and then I looked at it and it's just kind of small, so I passed on it.
I'm wondering now, though, watching this scene, we were talking earlier about how they changed Hermione being the one to help them get through the Devil's Snare. Do you think they needed scenes where each of them help the others to advance? This is Ron's moment.
I can see that.
I still want a life-size, like a Wizard's Chess game, a video game. It could be super simple.
Short. Yeah.
But they don't need to be levels, just like different sets to buy, you know?
Right. Could be a simple mobile game.
There's too much clanging going on. I can't hear you guys.
We said that it... Yeah. I enjoy chess, but I did never learn like the alphabetical assignment of.
Me neither.
Yeah, I never played it that way.
But Ron's a pro, so
walk around the outside of the chessboard to get to the door.
That's cheating, Micah.
And the pieces would kill them.
Yeah. Honestly, this is one scene that benefits from the clanging and banging because it really feels like stone is being destroyed.
This is a great scene too, with all the different shots.
Not me, not Hermione. You.
Don't you hate this part of the chess match? You just feel stuck. It's so dramatic. I love it. Ron's going to kill himself. Does Hermione think like he's actually going to die? Is there like a real chance of that?
It seems like it. This is a security nightmare.
Like how Harry's like, okay, man, you can die, I guess.
Night to H3. Oh, this music I've been obsessed with for 20 years. Bop, 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 bop.
Is Hermione even playing?
I don't know. Man, that board is so cool.
Just get off the horse, Ron.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you notice him flinch when that stone hit him?
Yeah. But I gotta go check on my bow, on my bay. He's breathing. He's all right. It'd be cool if Harry caught the sword and then stabbed that king.
Gets really into it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Did
so
the chess match get more time than Christmas?
well, is it still Christmas?
This is
No, I
a
guess
chess
it's June.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm starting the rumor now. Sorcerer's Stone is a chess movie.
The prequel to the Queen's Gambit.
That's a long stairway down.
I always wondered where these other stairs go. Like they seem to branch off, you know?
The future DADA professors are all hanging out in those rooms.
Oh, very nice. Don't you know he was a Death Eater? Never did, boy. I tried to kill you.
Twist. I would be like, well, wait, what was Dumbledore doing during all this?
Knitting some socks. Never.
So mean.
I feel like this is one of the Potter movies that didn't build a whole lot of suspicion around who the
Right.
villain is.
Hmm.
This was
Yeah,
more of a
Quirrell-
reveal.
Quirrell didn't have a weird tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he wasn't swigging out of a flask all movie.
Right.
While lightning strikes and thunder crashes in the background. Talk about clanging and banging. Amazing.
He's so mean. I don't like this.
Now, this is perfectly suitable for young audiences.
Oh, his nails.
Oh, gosh. I never
Long.
noticed those before.
Me neither.
Have you guys seen Malignant?
Yes.
Apropos of nothing.
Now, I will say this is probably some of the worst CG in this movie.
Oh, I don't think it's too bad.
I feel like
works.
comparative to everything else, it's not the best because everything else is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, why do we think that this is not more like Rafe Fiennes? As I say that, I like know the answer, but
You
like,
answered it. Yeah.
that's
I guess that's my only gripe with it is it doesn't line up with the later Voldemort's.
because like it's pretty much like when he gets his body back, he could create a new body, but everyone else treats it as though that's just exactly how he looked and behaved the first time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a shadow of what he once was. Oh, he's got a nose.
Yeah. That's
That's
probably the biggest issue. Yeah, Voldemort definitely wants to do that. Bring his parents back.
Mm.
Kill him! You liar! Kill him!
A pretty serious grip he has on.
I know.
Yeah.
And with those nails, I'm like, poor Dan.
Ugh. Actually, this is kind of crazy. I had my own Voldemort attack me. I know Laura knows this story. When I was at Chuck E. Cheese in the tubes,
Oh my God.
a child attacked me, scratched the hell out of my face, and he had long nails.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And my parents sued Chuck E. Cheese because you
For
couldn't
real?
see your kid. Yeah, because you couldn't see your kids up in the tubes. And not like, I mean, they reached a settlement. They didn't like go to court over it. But I got like $10,000 from Chuck E. Cheese at the giant Chuck E.
Whoa.
Cheese stall. Yeah, legit.
They're like, here, have some money and this doll. Hopefully the doll doesn't help you relive your trauma.
It was like a life-size Chuck E. Cheese. It was the most exciting thing I ever
Do you have
received.
pictures of this?
I have pictures somewhere of my face all scratched up.
Oh, man.
I don't know about the doll, but yeah.
This is cool where he like yeah. Dumbledore's like, oh.
He's dead.
Yeah.
This is a one movie franchise.
Harry Potter is dead.
Yeah.
I like that somebody handmade Harry a card. Look at that get well
Get
card.
well. Got
Yeah,
an
with an
owl and
owl
a
on
broom on it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mino Lima.
Yeah. That was
Mina
so
Lima's
nice.
children.
Yeah.
It was maybe the one piece of art not made by Mina Lima.
Doesn't the portrait in the background is there like a woman come and sit and like light a lantern or something during this scene? We'll see.
Another great line.
Yep.
He looks very much Dumbledore in this moment.
Because of the hair.
Yeah.
It kind of seems bushier.
Mm.
My friend Nicholas and I.
Yep, there's the woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Blowing out a
Me and-
candle.
Me and Nick had a chat. He agrees it's time to die.
Let me talk to you about euthanasia. Yeah, there's kind of this prophecy, and it says that neither can live while the other survives. It's this whole thing.
Like how Harry just touches his head without saying anything.
He's like, this is my mom's fault.
Oh.
He's like, now I'm going to help myself to your candy.
I'm going to eat some vomit flavored ones again.
He needs more passwords for his office. He's going to dig through Harry's stash. Classic Dumbledore line.
Ugh. Yeah. That smirk from Harry was like, I like him.
Yeah, this guy's fun.
He's fun.
You're not going to like him in another few years. Harry.
Right. Enjoy it while it lasts. Aww.
Yo, well done, Slytherin.
McGonagall's still rocking those colors.
Yep.
Slytherin green.
She dressed for the occasion.
Are Dumbledore's armrests green? I never noticed that before.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Is that for Slytherin?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't remember seeing that earlier.
Ugh,
See
we're
what
like 2
happens.
hours, 18 minutes into the movie. I have to do math. Like, come on. Nobody told me this would be a math movie, everybody. I do love that little orange juice jug with like the hog on the head,
Yeah, that's fun.
the boar.
Basically, all this does is put Hufflepuff in last place.
Yep.
Yeah, we rock. I love all the
Is this
disappointed
the
Gryffindor
only
faces.
time in the movies when we see them wearing their hats?
They did it earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the only movie, I think,
Yeah.
where we see these hats.
Yeah. They needed to sacrifice the hats for the production budget to get Dobby in the film.
I like how Snape's even taken by surprise
Yeah.
by this development.
Snape's over here like, stop the count.
If I'm still a professor, I can still give Slytherin some more points.
It was 1 year ago this week.
Yep.
Me? You? Yeah, you. Mm, 10 more than you, Ron. Guess you aren't that good at chess.
Well, you're just not Harry Potter, you know.
The Harry Potter tax.
There was this kid we just found on the floor, petrified. It's like, by the way, that kid was Neville. For laying pathetically on a
How
floor.
is that only worth 10 points, though?
Yeah, well.
It's like stand up to your friends, 10 points.
I know. It feels
Win
like
a
a
chess game,
consolation
50.
prize.
Yeah. I do love that effect.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm looking out for Dumbledore's armrests. Are they still green or did they change to red?
This is just blatant
green.
favoritism here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Hagrid stood up. That's fun.
I love how everybody is happy except for Slytherin.
It's also kind of funny, like, this is kind of the big climax, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
we won the House Cup. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the points are made up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like whose line is it anyway?
exactly.
The Hogwarts House Cup.
The points are made up and don't really matter, I think Drew Carey used to say.
Yep.
Come on, Harry, you can see Hagrid next year. We have a train to catch.
We may have just missed her big fake teeth. Darn it. How could you not love Hagrid?
No.
I'm suspicious of anybody who doesn't like Hagrid.
Agreed. Also, Robbie Coltrane was just so perfect.
Yeah.
Adrian Rollins.
Did James and Lily go to Hogwarts for like an infant photo shoot? Is that what we're being led to believe here?
I would. A lot of Harry Potter fans would.
Yeah. Like by the squid and the beech tree and you should break the rules and stretch the truth, Harry.
Everyone else does.
Just glad Hagrid's beard grew back.
Oh, yeah, there's her teeth.
Oh, darn it. I wasn't looking again. Ugh. I'll have to rewind after this.
Always waving to some of the other students. That's really nice. Yo, Hogsmeade is lit.
It's also kind of interesting that Hagrid's the only one there. Like none
I
of the
know.
other teachers send them on.
Yeah. Are you kidding? All the teachers are so glad these kids are going
They
home
are
for the
cracking
summer.
open the brandy in the
Yeah.
staff
Thank
office.
God.
They're
right
like,
now.
oh, good God, we're free.
And that's a good way to end our commentary.
Yeah. That was fun.
Good God, we're free.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this commentary. I just rewound and I'm looking for Hermione's big teeth. I'm super curious. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Happy 20th birthday to Sorcerer Stone.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. By the way, if you want more of our commentaries, we have recorded a few others. If you go to MuggleCast.com and you click on Must Listens at the top and you scroll down just a little bit, we also have commentaries for movies 3, 6, 8. Pretty.
We had no
sporadic.
order to this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no logic here.
We'll do them all in time. We'll probably do Chamber of Secrets next year because that only came out a year later, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And haven't
So-
we done the first 2 Fantastic Beasts films?
Yes, we have. We also did.
So there's some
if
order.
We wanted to.
There- some
Well,
process
just for those two. I
for
guess.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess maybe around this time next year, we'll do a Secrets of Dumbledore commentary. That's actually really exciting.
Oh, that is cool.
I like how John Cleese got a starring credit before any of the other,
Yeah.
like Richard Harris, for example.
That's all negotiated beforehand. But
Yeah.
That's interesting. So yeah, our other commentaries are available on MuggleCast.com. Click on Must Listens at the top. Thanks everybody so much for listening. Again, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next week for a normal episode of MuggleCast. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.